Welcome back to the 90 More Podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Messi is the best player in the world as per FIFA 2022 Best Players Awards. This is absolutely ridiculous because all the awards that were given out there were courtesy of the World Cup. I want your thoughts. I want your opinions on this one. Is it that whoever wins the World Cup becomes the best player, the best goalkeeper, the best manager? Should we picture into the UEFA Champions League? Is the Champions League better than bigger and better than the World Cup? I want your thoughts. I want your opinions. But we're going to be reacting to the awards that were given out yesterday by FIFA. Lionel Messi once again beating Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, and a couple of other players that were thought to be the best players in 2022. Hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast as well. Right, so let's get into it. Now, first and foremost, the best player is there on your screens, Lionel Messi. Now, I think, to be honest, Messi won this one courtesy of the World Cup. Was he the best player for Argentina? Probably not. Was he in the limelight for Argentina? Yes. Was he trying to win it for Argentina? Was Argentina trying to win it for him as well? In my opinion, yes. But to be honest, was Messi the best player in 2022? Look, in my opinion, no. We're gonna be reacting to the FIFA Best 11, the team of the year 2022. I also don't agree with that. But with Messi winning the World Cup, I totally understand why it is given to him. But we need to show more creativity in this thing. We need to be a little bit more creative. It is so predictable when it comes to FIFA, the ballondoor. It's so creative. There's so many other players for me out there that deserve this award. I'm asking myself, and I've been talking to one of my friends, why is Karim Benzema not even winning this? He's won the Ballon d'Or. For me, it's deserving. It's purely deserving for Karim Benzema. What he's done in that year, at that age, at a big stage, was absolutely massive for Real Madrid, and also in the UEFA Champions League and in the La Liga as well. But talking about Messi, to be honest, look, I think this is his last accolade as a footballer. I don't expect him to be on this stage again unless he's there for a legendary status. I don't expect him to be on this stage again unless he's winning the best goal Pushkas award. I don't think Messi is going to win another Ballon d'Or. I don't think he's going to win another FIFA Best Player of the Year award. This one was not deserving, just like the Ballon d'Or he won. It wasn't. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm a massive Messi fan. I'm a big Messi fan. And I think what happened here is FIFA have just pictured into the picture. You have the GOAT, Messi, of course, and then you have the World Cup. If Kylian Mbappe wins it, then Mbappe is the best player in 2022, right? If Messi wins it, then Messi is the best player in 2022. And I think Karim Benzema was done a little bit of a disservice not to play at the World Cup, because if he had played at the World Cup, we know the quality he has as a player. And we know how much, he can be of an influence to footballing teams, whether it's France or Real Madrid. Maybe Benzema could have won this one. Maybe if Benzema was part of that France team that goes to the finals in Qatar, even if they don't win it, he has a final of the World Cup. He has a Champions League, where he was so influential, scoring very vital goals, and I think best goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League. I think he would have won it. So, and I'm starting to put all the puzzles together, and I'm like, this World Cup, Messi ending it, it being advertised as the best tournament we have ever seen in World Cup history. Is it all to crown Messi? Don't forget, Adidas, main sponsors for Messi, Adidas, real big partners. They're in love. They're in bed with FIFA. I'm not trying to insinuate anything here. I'm trying to say I don't think Messi deserved it. I mean, get your thoughts in the comment box below. If you disagree with me, I'm okay with the conversations, even if you don't keep them respectful, because this is a GOAT debate. It can never be respectful. Messi didn't deserve it. Messi did not deserve it, to be honest, right? If they were just giving it to World Cup winners, World Cup awards, give it to him. I actually think Mbappe played better than Messi at the World Cup. but you can give it to him if it's World Cup awards. But if it is 12 months of football in 2022, there is no way it's Messi. Guys, let's agree. There is no way it is Messi, right? He's the GOAT. He's the best in the world. I love him. Love him so much. It's not him. It's not him. Come on. It's not him. Benzema should have won this one. This one was rigged. This one was kind of a hijack to, Benzema. I think similar what happened to Robert Lewandowski. And then you've also got to think about, FIFA and, the balondoor splitting. That is actually bad. That was very, very bad. Because literally it meant if Benzema wins the other one, FIFA can go all the way to give, Messi this, their accolade, their award, which I don't have actually a problem with. So Messi won it. I'm not satisfied. I don't think he was the guy to take it all. But since he's taken it, what do we have to say about that? Now, this is the best 11 that was chosen and voted for in 2022. In goal, Thibaut Courtois. I don't think there are so many other better goalkeepers than Thibaut Courtois. And this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. Thibaut Courtois was like Belgium or trash at the World Cup, okay? Why not Emi Martinez, right? Why not Emi Martinez? If Emi Martinez is not the best goalkeeper at the World Cup, not the best goalkeeper in the world, 2022, then Messi is not the best player, right? Because Thibaut Courtois is deservingly the best goalkeeper in 2022. Consistent performances for Real Madrid in the Champions League, in La Liga as well. Consistent performances for Belgium as well. I agree with that. Totally agree. Achraf Hakimi, for me, I don't have a problem with Achraf Hakimi. To be honest, I don't really don't have a problem with Achraf Hakimi. Virgil van Dijk, look, Virgil van Dijk is typically the only player I cannot dispute in the 11 that was chosen, because he went all the way. Like, they played every game there was to play. They could have won a quadruple. Like, they won 2 trophies, played the UEFA Champions League final, and they played the Premier League final against Manchester City, if you understand what I mean. So, Virgil van Dijk, that one I agree with. Joao Cancelo, in a back 3, Joao Cancelo. Ooh. Was he better than Diaz at Manchester City? Was he? There's a debate there. In my opinion, there is a huge debate there. Was he better than him? I don't think. I really don't think. But I think Joao Cancelo is one of those players that I really like. And if he's given that status to be in the best 11 of the world 2022, I wouldn't really mind. But I think we could have done better than that. Right? We could have done better than that. The problem with these guys is that if a player is not doing very well in the Premier League or the Spanish La Liga, they literally don't include you in their team, right? It's always Premier League and it's always Premier League and La Liga. But Theo Hernandez, when Milan were winning the Scudetto in a very, very long time, for the first time in a very, very long time, Theo Hernandez deserves a lot of credit. He's one of the best fullbacks in the world right now. And in 2022, one of the best fullbacks we had. Better than Joao Cancelo in that year. But maybe you're thinking about Cancelo leading City to winning the Premier League, which was a title race that was a little bit closer. But I thought Milan also defended very well. They had a couple of 1-0 wins. Like, I think they had about like 7 or 8 1-0 wins. And that's why I'm saying Theo Hernandez must have been in this team, right? Over Joao Cancelo. In midfield, Kevin De Bruyne, undisputed. Casemiro, undisputed. And Luka Modric, undisputed as well. To be honest, if you're looking at the UEFA Champions League and his performances for Brazil as well, Casemiro really deserves to be there. Kevin De Bruyne, no words to explain this guy. Luka Modric, if I don't have words to explain Kevin De Bruyne, I cannot have words to explain Luka Modric. Performing at that level, at that age, it's ridiculous. It's purely ridiculous how he's become an evergreen player. Like, it's ridiculous, purely. Now, the top 4, or the 4 up front, is where the real debate is. And I'm going to try to pull this a little bit up so that we get the real picture, right? Okay, there we are. So these are the four up front. Lionel Messi, who eventually won Best Player of 2022. Karim Benzema, the winner of the Ballon d'Or 2022. Erling Haaland, we'll have to talk about that. And Kylian Mbappe. So you're telling me Erling Haaland is in the team of the year 2022? Was it the goals he scored for Manchester City in the first part of the season from August to December? Was it that? Because you look at all these other players, he's the only misfit. Like Benzema, winner. Mbappe, winner. Messi, winner. What has Erling Haaland done to deserve a spot? They even created a special spot for him. They played a 3 at the back, right? They could have played a 4-4-2, just to play a 4-4-2, get Theo Hernandez in that defense, get one more midfielder in that midfield. I think there's so many players that did very well. I could put Bernardo Silva there into the conversation. Did very well for Manchester City. I could put him in there. I think for me, arguably the best player of the season, last campaign for Manchester City and the Premier League. But they've created a special spot for Erling Haaland. And I'm asking myself, is it that they're trying to sell the next project? Haaland alongside Kylian Mbappe. That is what they're trying to do, okay? But Haaland, of course, is a freak of nature. The amount of goals he scored last campaign were absolutely massive. But they were just goals. Robert Lewandowski scored goals last year as well. He's not here. It's disrespectful for Robert Lewandowski not to be here, and Erling Haaland is, okay? It is disrespectful. Totally. And how is it that Joshua Kimmich is not in this team? 2022. I'm asking myself. But I don't want to go into that because the debate is about the gods, all right? So that is the team of the year 2022. If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, Benzema, De Bruyne, Casemiro, Modric, Hakimi, Van Dijk, Cancelo, and Thibaut Courtois. Best goalkeeper and best manager of 2022, Lionel Scaloni, Argentina, was apparently the best manager in 2022. Fuck off, FIFA. Fuck off. To be honest, Carlo Ancelotti was robbed. Like, Carlo Ancelotti this time was purely robbed. I don't even give I would say Pep Guardiola, because he went all the way, but he lost it in the UEFA Champions League. Carlo Ancelotti was robbed of this one. Look, winning the World Cup is something that not everybody does. But then we've got to think, if you win the World Cup, that is, yes, you've gone through the qualifiers, and you played around 7-8 games to win the title, to win the World Cup. How about club managers that have managed through group stages of the UEFA Champions League, rounds of 16, rounds of quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final? Ancelotti, robbed of this one. Scaloni, great manager, great guy, did a very, very great job for Argentina, but for me, he doesn't take it home. He doesn't. He is not the guy, to be honest. Best goalkeeper, and this is where FIFA contradicted themselves, right? Best goalkeeper was given to Emi Martinez. So Emi Martinez is the best goalkeeper in 2022. But then he doesn't make it to the best 11 in 2022. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. FIFA, again, doing themselves dirty. But look, I love Emi Martinez. He's played for Arsenal, and when he was there, he was a controversial boy, and I love controversy. Does he deserve to be the best goalkeeper in 2022? No. Guys, Let's agree to this. Let's agree on this and we close the show, right? He doesn't. It's Thibaut Courtois. That is Thibaut Courtois' chance. That is robbery. He was robbed. Give him the best player, the best goalkeeper at the World Cup. That is fucking enough. That's enough. That's what he deserves. Good goalkeeper. Really, really good goalkeeper. But he's done nothing with Aston Villa in 2022. Nothing. Purely nothing. But, of course, because he's done it with Argentina, then FIFA give it to him. Your thoughts, your opinions in the comment box below. What are you thinking? Is it robbery? Is it rigged? Is it straightforward? I'll see you in the next one.